Yeah, Ursha, baby. This is for the A.
Hey y'all. So I know I've been late with the videos, but I have a good excuse. Not even a good excuse, but not besides being busy and being worked up with work and everything else in between. Actually couldn't post up a Halloween tutorial because my grandmother passed away on Halloween in the States, but All Saints Day in Vietnam. So that was a pretty big distraction from everything else going on. Kind of felt like my world ended for a little bit. But other than dealing and coping with her death, my mom recently left to Vietnam to deal with all the funeral stuff. So she left me in charge of the household. So I've been cooking, cleaning, bringing the kids to school, bringing them home from school, taking them to school meetings, just in time for school orientations for my little brother, because he is starting high school next year. So we're doing all the little tours now just to see what school is in the process of discovering the school, pretty much. So with that said, I have nothing else to say besides I am so sorry for just being out of the loop. I hope you guys understand. I'm not even trying to milk the situation anymore. I'm just trying to move on from everything. And other than that, if you're wondering how my grandmother passed away, besides her being sick, she did have stage 4 colon cancer when we found out. So I think once we told her that she had it, she kind of just gave up and decided to feel that it was better for her to just go back to my grandfather, who passed away 2 years ago from a stroke. So other than that, I really don't feel like talking about it anymore. Let's just get started to the October. So I know last month I didn't do a favorites video because, well, I didn't really have anything to talk about, and I felt like I was using the same old products. But in the month of October, I had a little Sephora haul and went crazy. But other than that, most of the stuff is stuff that I used like 2-3 years ago that I stopped using because I thought I had better and new things. But it's trial and error with makeup. You know, you think you have products that you love and you cherish until you find something else, and then you're like, it's not working for me anymore, and then you go back to old stuff. You're like, why did I ever leave you? So a few of these products are that. First one, which is in that same category of how I felt, is the Makeup Forever HD Foundation in 118. I actually had used a bottle of this before, and when I decided to take it back out, because the old foundation, the foundation I was using previously, it wasn't the same color as my skin. It was too light. So I knew that I had one foundation that was a little darker and it worked perfectly, and it happened to be the HD foundation by Makeup Forever. And it's an oldie but goodie. I freaking love this foundation. It sets beautifully, it blends beautifully, it's airbrush like finish, it lasts you all day long. I could go to nap. I went to the gym with this foundation and it still looked amazing afterwards. I feel like it's waterproof, and I'm not sure if it is waterproof, but I feel that it is. But it's an invisible cover foundation. I want to say it's medium to full covered foundation, because you can layer this foundation, but I don't know why you would want to, because I think that the cover that it does give you is enough. It's enough where it doesn't cover your beauty marks, but it's enough to cover all your acne, blemishes, and scarring. So this is the perfect foundation for me. I usually buff it out with a Real Techniques, either an expert face brush or a buffing brush from Real Techniques, whatever floats your boat. I've blended it out with a beauty blender before. I've blended it out with my hands before. It works. The next product is also a face product. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, and it is in the pore minimizing form. I've used Smashbox. Smashbox was actually like one of the first primers that I've ever bought as getting into the makeup world, and I kind of grew old of it and then gave it to my sister. She loves it. So I decided, you know what, the Benefit Professional just isn't really doing it for me anymore. I find that I still see my pores underneath my makeup and it's just a no-go. And I barely have pores. So for me to see pores that I don't even see with the naked eye, it's just like the hell. So I decided to venture out and find a new one, and I got a hold of this one. This is, to me, the best primer out right now, period. Not only does it shrink your pores, I don't even see them anymore. And I've noticed that now when I apply my makeup, it's so much smoother. I don't break out as much as I did with the Professional, which is really weird. I didn't realize how much I broke out until like maybe 5 months ago, where I was just like, okay, this is not my skin routine. Like this isn't because of my skin routine, because I use the same stuff, the face wash, the mask. So I was like, it has to be the primer. And I've noticed that the Professional by Benefit is a lot more greasier feeling. It kind of feels like coconut oil, whereas this one, it really just sucks dry as a bone when it gets onto your face. Next product is a lip product. I've been digging Burt's Bees lip crayons. I've bought 2 in the past week. I just love it. This is the color of my lips right now. What I love most about it is now that the weather is getting a little cooler. Well, to me it's cold, but the weather's not as hot as it used to be. So my lips have been a little chapped. I went out and got the Burt's Bees lip crayon. It has a very pretty color to it. So I really don't need to like line my lips underneath anything or anything like that. It's not a sheer tone color. It definitely has color in it. I like it because it's one of those colors where it matches your lip but better. It lasts all day, and I never have to worry about like it rubbing off. I can drink my coffee, I could drink my water, I could eat, and it still has like a little bit of pigmentation in my lips still. They have a bunch of colors. I've gotten 2, and the other color that I have is Redwood Forest, and I'll show you how this one's. It's really pretty, and I haven't worn this one yet because I want to wait until like Christmas hits, then I'll wear it, but you won't be disappointed. This product is a really big favorite of mine. I've always wanted to try first aid beauty products, but I just never knew what to try out. But I actually saw this in the little section in Sephora where they just kind of reel you in with the little sampler sizes. And I don't know if this is a sample size, but it's pretty big for a sample size. But this is the Ultra Repair Cream for Intense Therapy Skin Protectant with Fab Antioxidant Booster. This is used to hydrate dry, parched skin, relieve minor irritation and itching due to eczema and other conditions for face and elsewhere. I love this stuff. It's dermatology recommended, so there's no like scent to it. There's no florally, like, yeah, it's a pretty like muted scent. I love this because now that it is getting cold, like I said before, my skin is super dry, especially my hands. I'm constantly washing my hands. I'm not a germaphobe. I just like clean hands. So after I wash my hands, and most of the time I use like antibacterial soap, which has alcohol in it, which dries out your skin even more. So I have to tackle the parched skin with a lotion or an oil of some sort. So I've been using this, and let me tell you, it is the best thing you could probably find in Sephora. I think this was like maybe 15, or no, maybe 12 to $15, I'm not sure. But like I said, this is the sampler size, so I wouldn't know how much it is anyway, but I just grabbed it. I like the cover sold me. I love simple covers like this where they just tell you everything it does, what it features, what its type of skin it's good for. It's just plain and simple. You really don't have to put a pretty packaging on this. As long as you're straightforward with what it does, I'm sold. So when I read I was like, wow, like I've never seen that ever, you know? And I was really impressed with the way that they just listed everything straightforward. So there was no sugar coating. They didn't need to sell you in with how it smelled. I am not a fan of floral scented like I'm not a fan. I feel like if I want to smell good, I'll just buy perfume or cologne. I don't want to have to buy like scented like lotions or whatever, because it just makes no sense to me, and it's just not good for my skin. I have sensitive skin already, but I love this stuff. You're just gonna have to try it out. Sensitive skin like me, you're totally gonna dig this product. No more, no less. The next product is, I don't know why it took me so long to jump on this dip brow bandwagon. At first I was just like, that's just too time consuming. I don't think I'll ever get into that. I was so brow whiz go-getter, like I just love the brow whiz, but the brow whiz pisses me off because it's like they give you this much product for like $22. So why not and just venture out? So I ventured out into like the journey of finding the perfect brow tools. But I actually stumbled upon the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. And then I know this has been all over YouTube, but I was like, I'm not gonna buy into that. But let me tell you, this is probably the best investment you will ever have in your life. Now, it's not really suggested for beginners with eyebrows. Like the brow virgins, you're not gonna like this product just because you have to have a really steady hand to work with it. It's amazing. It looks like it's gonna set really heavy on your brows, but after using a spoolie, you're gonna love the way it sets. It's like a powder setting. I just love the way my brows look now. Oh, love you, Anastasia. I love you, love you, love you. Girl, you keep making products, okay? You keep making products. This came, well, no, it doesn't come. You have to buy the brush separately, which is, I think, like $15. And then the pomade itself is $22. You can tell it's getting really cold because I have so many skincare products. But this is the Vaseline Cocoa Radiant Vitalizing Body Gel Oil for healthy glowing skin. Vaseline is the shit. They come in two types. I have the aloe vera one too, but I haven't really been using it. I only use it during the summer. But since it's the winter, I've been digging the Vaseline Total Moisture Cocoa Radiant. I usually rub it on my ass just because I find that it's perfect for your butt. You gotta make your butt smooth. And my arms and my legs and all that. But unlike lotion moisturizing, where it just kind of has that nasty coat and that's it, you feel smooth, but after a while it just rubs off against your clothes anyway. The difference between Vaseline and lotion is that Vaseline is an oil, none less to say, and it gets into your cracked skin, your parched skin, your dry, your dead skin. It just smooths everything out from within. So I love the cocoa butter one, not only for the smell of it, but I really do feel that my skin is much smoother now. It's less dry and patchy. I just love the way it feels. And it doesn't, you know how sometimes when you put Vaseline, you just get sticky, you feel like you're like gonna glue yourself to your clothes. It doesn't have that feeling at all. If anything, I feel like it's like lubricant for your clothes. It just makes everything just glide on way better, and I don't know, that's just in my head. My mom actually got this and she never used it. So when she was about to pack for Vietnam, she was gonna pack this with her to give to her family. And I'm like, oh, BCBG, let me see. And I'm not a name brand whore, like some people. But I don't know, when I smelled it, I was like, wow, it smells so, like, I hate floral scent perfumes. I just think they smell like old ladies. But when I got a hand of this, I was like, oh my God, it smells so good. It's like a clean scent, but it has that floral finesse in it, but it's not overpowering. I feel like it's more clean than floral. It smells so pretty, and I can see like I feel like when you put this on and throughout the day it lingers, it smells really nice after a day's worth of wearing it. It's not overpowering, just the bottle itself is gorgeous. And the last product of mine is not as affordable as the other ones, but it is the Samsung Galaxy Tab 4 Nook. I just finished reading Eddie Huang's Fresh Off the Boat. I fucking love this book. It's a national bestseller like any other book, but it had me laughing from beginning to end. Eddie Huang, if you don't know, he's a renowned chef from DC that His family migrated from here from, well, to America from Taiwan. He's fucking hilarious. I feel like he's the big brother I never really had. I find that I could relate to him a lot in this book. Having Asian parents, you know, they kind of pressure you a lot into just staying in school and becoming a doctor, lawyer. I've always had that same, I want to say, that same mode. You know, my parents came here with barely anything in their pockets. So I felt like I always owed them something, especially like through education. So again, I've been reading this book. It's a total recommendation. I'm probably gonna read this again because it had me dying laughing. But I love the tablet. It just seems that, like, I don't know why it took me so long to get one, but my life is just more simple when I have a tablet. I feel like everything's in the palm of my hand. I can check my emails, check YouTube, check my Twitter. I don't have Instagram on here because Instagram's on my phone, but I just love it. It's very handy. I can just toss it in my bag and then travel with it. I catch myself reading a lot more just because it's so convenient already. Like, literally my library is in the palm. It's even more efficient because I love reading my Us Weekly. So I still get to read my Us Weekly. I am currently reading How Kim Spoils North. Look at North, he's so cute. But yeah, it's very convenient. You could literally just read it like you're reading a newspaper. And ooh, even better, the battery lasts pretty much all week. Last time I charged this was last week, Monday, last week, and it's still on 64%. So it's a good investment. But again, I think it's only because I don't have that much stuff working on it right now. I still have like the Wi-Fi on and it's constantly like, you know, syncing into the Twitter and all that. But yeah, I love my tablet. That's it for my October favorites. I can't wait for the month of November because I'm going to be doing a lot of cooking videos. And lots more to come. So thanks you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and remember to like and subscribe. Tell your mom and dad to watch the videos. But other than that, thanks you guys for watching. Bye.
Money, your money, money, money. You can take all